Number 28, known as a light cell, which meant that convict Bates would have a small window of sunlight to comfort and warm him during the next 14 days. A hammock, a bowl and a Bible, bread and water. These were his only nourishment, physical and spiritual. No one else, nothing else. Or take the case of convict Ahern, so typical of many. He, a most unruly fellow, had been ordered confined to the other, the dark cells. As he entered the special building, Ahern passed 1, 2, 3, 4 doors which barred him from the outside world. He looked about at his grim, tiny stone cell, his home for the next 26 days. And then the door closed, and suddenly it was black, pitch black. However, when on the 26th day Ahern emerged, rubbing his eyes at the first glimpse of sunlight.
Well, Ahern, you look a bit worse for it. Have you learned a lesson, then?
You filthy pig!
And back into the dark and dumb cell Ahern went for an additional 10 days, his spirit unbroken. Fittingly enough, next door to the model prison, an insane asylum was hurriedly built. For after a time, in absolute blackness and silence, even the strongest mind began to wander. When the asylum was completed, it already had a waiting list of 90 convicts, mute testimony to the just, humane, and Christian treatment they received within my walls. Now, at long last, we come to my Isle of the Dead. Here, over 1,400 convicts were dumped into nameless graves, often 6 or 7 to each lime-filled excavation. Only one prisoner was ever granted the dignity of a headstone, a personal servant named John Owen. The Isle of the Dead, the last resting place of hundreds of tortured, shattered lives. 200 or so of the prison warders, soldiers, and their wives and children were buried here too. Sacred to the memory of Michael Roach, who died March 30th, 1865, age 39 years. Sacred to the memory of Thomas Andrew Farrell, departed this life November 5th, 1854, age 7 years and 9 months. Sacred to the memory of Robert Flowers, late private of Her Majesty's 96th Regiment, died July 12th, 1845, age 36. They all came here to die. Yes, even as I, Port Arthur Jail, died too in 1877, when the last convict left and my walls were deserted forever. Port Arthur Jail, then and now. When I was consumed by fire, the people stood about and cheered. But now they realize that I have historical significance. Port Arthur, a black and terrifying page out of history. And now, a decaying monument to the damned. The Port Arthur prison settlement holds a unique place in the history of Australia, and indeed in the history of the British Commonwealth. For it was here amidst the cruelty and torture and heartbreak of some 30,000 prisoners, that a spirit emerged, a strong, unconquerable spirit, which helped lay the foundation for this young and progressive nation. And it is to them, prisoners and free men alike, to whom the British Commonwealth owes a great debt of gratitude, for it was they who really opened up this vast new continent, building its first settlements, traversing the vast outback, and braving their wilderness. Thank you for being with us. Goodbye for now.
Bye.
See you soon.